Welcome back to How to Escape. This is Rowena here, and tonight, if you can pardon the bird poop, we are going to be doing a demo on how to remove and replace your side mirror on 2013 through 2016 Ford Escapes. Alright, so from the outside, everything looks pretty well contained. But what we're going to need to get to is the triangular panel on the other side of this mirror. Alright, so this is going to be our trim panel in focus that we're going to want to be removing to get to the screws as well as the wire connector. There's one more screw right there, but there are two behind here. There are a few things to know about this panel, as well as the fact that it only slides towards the edge of the door. Don't pull it towards you, you will break it.
In this video, we'll be removing the whole interior door panel and then gain access to the side mirror hardware. All steps will be included here. Tools for this procedure include a 7mm driver, a small flathead, trim tools, and a T30 Torx Driver.
We're going to start by removing the screw behind this panel here. So what you do is you lift your latch away, and you take your plastic trim tool or flathead screwdriver and pry right here. That comes loose to expose the first 7mm screw. All right, now we're going to be removing this window control panel. We're going to be prying it from this end. We're going to be firmly lifting up along this profile here because there is a tongue underneath here that holds it in. So do not pry from this end, pry from over here. All right, now we're going to disconnect our wire harness. Now you're going to be taking a flathead screwdriver and you're going to be sliding it in here. You don't need to push too hard, and then that will slide this whole connector out. We're going to be removing these two 7mm screws. Now we're going to be removing this reflector. Pry from the top and lift it out, as the bottom has a little tongue to hold it in. Put my thumb on it. I'm going to pry from the top. Pop that out. There's a 7mm screw right there. And finally, along the bottom edge of the panel, you can feel with your fingers, and there's a little divot right there. This is the last 7mm screw. Now that all the screws are removed, we're going to be popping out the spring clips along this profile here. Once we pop this loose, we can lift it up off the window edge.
Please note that even though the panel can lift up vertically, you still need to disconnect your mechanical lever cable as well as any electrical button connections. So we recommend plugging in your window control module again, putting your keys in, lowering the window, and then you can get a better view of the connections that we're going to be doing right here.
So I plugged the window control module back into the wire harness, put the keys in, and lowered the window just so I could reach in from the outside, and you get a better view at the controls here that need to be disconnected. So on the left, right here, is our physical door latch cable, and then on the right is the lock mechanism. So I'm going to reach in and press this tab right here and pop that guy out. And then this one's kind of tricky. What you want to do is pull this tab out and away, and then the whole thing will come straight out towards you. So pull that out. There you go. All right, then your door panel lifts away. All right, so this is what the front door looks like when the interior trim panel is removed. All right, so now that we have the door panel removed, we have all of this access to slide this cover panel right here towards the outer edge of the door. Now, the reason that we want to do this is because there are 3 clasps in here, 1, 2, and 3. If you twist it or if you pry it and pull it off, those retaining features in there will snap off. We know this because we did this when we were trying to figure out how to do this video, and the whole thing needs to move towards the outer edge of the door when the door is open. So I'm going to first get this piece in here. I'm going to pop out the little locating pin that's up here first, and then we're going to move the whole thing sideways. All right, So you have 1, 2, and 3 white retaining tabs in here. And then to show you what I'm talking about with the lateral clips, you have 1, 2, and then we had 3 down here, but that broke off. So don't do what we did. Don't try and muscle this thing. Don't twist it. It really just needs to move sideways. And again, pay attention to these 2 tabs up here. When they plug in, this tab snaps back in to this hole right here, and then that's what holds that on there. So before we take off any screws, we're going to be removing your wire connector for your mirror. Again, our mirror is the basic SE mirror. Your wire harness may have a few more wires going into this clip, but squeeze the tab from the bottom and unplug it. All right, our next step is going to be removing this 1, 2, and 3 T30 Torx screws. All right, so with 2 hands, we're gonna rock the bottom out like that and then slide it down. There's a lip right here that tucks under this rain rail or this weather stripping right here. So your mirror assembly is off. You have 1, 2 locating pins, 1, 2, 3 T30 screw mounts, your wire connector right here, and then again, this groove that tucks under the weather stripping.
Now that it's removed, let's install your replacement mirror assembly.
So now let's say this is your replacement mirror assembly. You're going to tuck your groove under the weather stripping, and the 2 black locating pins are going to seat themselves. We're going to sneak it up like that. Let it rest there. Now it will rest in place, but what I'm going to do is put one of the T30 screws in by hand in case I bump this thing by accident. My mirror assembly doesn't come crashing down. All right, so here's the first screw that we put in. I'm going to do the second and third. You're going to take your wire harness, plug it back in. All right, now again, here's the part where we're going to install our cover panel. If mine down here had the retaining features up here that it still did, I would be kind of pressing the face up against the door as we slide it over. And as you slide it over, this boss right here is going to ride this edge until it falls into that hole right there. And you want to line up this one with that hole right there. So kind of start right here, and we're going to slide it over. Okay.
To finish the job, reinstall your interior door panel. See the following steps for some help. Please disregard the step numbers shown below, as this was pulled from our door panel video. Line the top of the door panel up over the window edge. Make sure it's flat and flush with the corners. Push the bottom of the panel so that the spring tabs snap back into the metal body of the door. Install your lower 7mm screw. Install the 7mm screw on the side of the door, and then reinstall your red reflector. Put in the 2 7mm screws behind the door handle. Reconnect your window control panel, and then rock it in the front and snap it down in the back. Now put your 7mm screw into the door latch area and reinstall the cover plate.
Now we're going to verify that the mirror motor works and that the wire harness is all good to go. All right, so once you've verified that all of your controls still work in your mirror, you should be good to go. To Nepali Gaming Hub, thank you for requesting this video. Anyone else, if you have some other tips or experiences with replacing your mirrors or adding any other features to your mirrors, give a shout in the comments section below. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to make this video a little bit better for anyone watching it for some tips. If you haven't already, please give us a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm. That helps us a ton. Check us out on the Rawrina app. Please share the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Give a shout if there's something else we can help with. Thanks for watching How to Escape. We'll see you next time.